My mom's trans allyship is on another level. She once called my friend's dead name that stupid thing his mom calls him. Because we love supportive parents, so I obviously had to include this meme. You know, I simply had to. Because honestly, this is just a fair description of someone's dead name. Because my dad still refers to me as his daughter sometimes, and it's funny. And I don't even really clock it anymore because I don't think about it. But then my sister gets more mad than I do. It's a whole thing. So supportive parents are great. And calling someone's dead name that stupid thing their parents call them is entirely fair. Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some trans memes and some non-binary memes. Because I did not find enough cool non-binary memes I liked, so I just threw in some trans memes I still had on my phone and everything. So, you know, that's what we're doing today. The gender stuff, I guess, because it'll make people mad and because I just enjoy doing it. Or something. But anyways, you know the deal. Before we continue, I gotta get hydrated. So grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink, and then we'll continue. Are you hydrated? Good. Let's go. Go to gendered bathrooms and replace the signs with two random things like a fish and a sandal, and watch as people puzzle out which one is manlier. It's not vandalism if it's an art project. If you write down the results and properly format the paper, it even counts as science. Okay, when I was in college, there was a solid year where our LGBT group did this with two bathrooms at the end of the hall that were used by like maybe 20 people. They would put up gendered signs and we kept stealing them. And then we started writing random things on the walls, including full word-for-word copies of personal ads back from the 1980s Advocate magazines. It got to a point where the building management was on a hunt trying to find out who was doing it, and we had to start hiding our faces as to not get caught on the security cameras. Our faculty advisor came down to the office one day and was like, "Do you guys know anything about this?" Essentially, as we were trying to close a comically full drawer of stolen bathroom signs, and we were like, "No," and they were like, "Great." They never caught us. Achievement unlocked: the gay science. Perform gender perception experiments without getting caught. Finally, a bathroom for me. Struts into the fish room. Salutes as I flush you down the toilet. Listen, this is just funny. I mean, they did it with like two bathrooms that were like used by very few people in general. You know? And then to just kind of do it because like I feel like people who went to this place for a long time don't even check the door signs anymore, right? They just know, oh well, I go into the left bathroom, I go into the right bathroom if they're like next to each other. So it'd kind of be funny to see if people even really notice if you just like replace the signs at some point. I would go out of my way to go to these two bathrooms just to see what sign they came up with now, though. And just the imagery of you just like, the person comes in, like your faculty advisor comes in to question you if you know anything about it. You're just like, no, we haven't seen anything. Like, it's so funny. It's so funny. Honestly, the fact that you never get caught is just great. Are you a boy or a girl? Fuck if I know. I'm in debt. Who has time to gender? Exactly. Who has time for this? Like, we all have to work. We all need money. We all need to, like, think about shit that's, like, actually important, you know? Like, well, when is my rent due? Do I need to buy groceries? Is my car still good on gas? Like, who has time to constantly think about the performance of gender? Like, if it was just like a casual thing you have, like a handbag that's just like standing there and just like throw all your stuff in it and then go, it'd be fine. But the fact that it's such a performance and that people will police you if you're performing it well enough, it's just ridiculous. And honestly, who has the time or the energy for it? Just no. Choose a gender. Bean. You ask the question. Expect a silly answer. Just expect a silly answer, to be honest, because why not? Because again, who has the time? You know? Just who? Gender is a presentation, and I have crippling stage fright and have lost my note cards. Well, some people love theater. And honestly, I'm not coming for people who love theater, who love to put on this performance. But if those people then turn around and be like, but why don't you love performing this? And also you're performing it wrong, constantly. Then I have a problem with it. Like, if you love your gender, and if you love doing things that affirm your gender, that are affirming to your gender for you, that's great. Cool. If you're a woman and you really love wearing skirts and makeup because it makes you feel really feminine and you enjoy it, go off. But then going around and telling other women that they're not feminine is just strange, you know? Well, like, why are we policing other people that way? When you finally get a cute non-binary partner and they're tall and you love them with all your heart and they hold your hand and we are very here for gay panic like this, and people just actually showing appreciation for their partner and not being like a straight dude and just being like, well, she's just the person that's there and she makes me dinner, because that's just weird. You know, so being in love with your partner is very welcome, and I would encourage straight people to do it too. Biphobes. Bisexuals cannot be attracted to non-binary people or trans people. Bisexual trans ambis, like, well, I can't? Oh well, I guess I better stop then. This is just as bad as policing other people on their performance of gender, or their gender in general. Just be like, no, but you can't be that gender because I don't think you are. Like, policing other people's, like, gender identity or gender expression or sexuality might just be incredibly silly. And sometimes we love silly things, but not these kind of silly things. You know, like, sure, there's like a description of bisexual, but the definition was changed to being attracted to two genders because people realize, hey, maybe like not everyone in this whole wide world fits neatly into those two categories. So, you know, just be like, genders like and unlike your others might be the better description. Or just saying two or more genders. You know, like, if you vibe with the label bisexual, cool. You can definitely still be attracted to non-binary people. And, like, saying trans people is honestly just transphobic because, well, trans men are men and trans women are women. So if you're attracted to women and men, why wouldn't you be also attracted to trans men or trans women? You know, who would win? Me wearing cute clothes that I like and feel confident in, or my fear of being called a girl because of the clothes I'm wearing? Well, I can tell you what wins for me, because honestly, I enjoy wearing skirts and dresses because they're just, like, really comfortable. I cannot sit ladylike. Like, I will just literally flash people in my underwear because I cannot sit properly. So that alone kind of influences this as well, but also just the perception of people just freaking the out and be like, oh, you're wearing a dress, you must be a woman. Like, strangers think I'm a girl often enough that it probably doesn't even matter because, oh, has sort of long hair, must be a woman, right? Literally so often. But anyways, I can understand the social dysphoria keeping you from making the choice to actually feel like wear the clothes that you feel confident in, but it does seem kind of silly because people will assume shit anyways. So just do what makes you comfortable. Seize a cool inanimate object. Enby people. That's my name now. Sorry, I stole it. My name is now Rock because I saw this really cool rock and it was so cool and I had to take it, obviously. Shows you the rock and then also tells you that their new name is Rock. I'm here for it. Because honestly, there is no right or wrong way to choose your name. Really. Because no, like, a name is just like a thing people call you. You know? So why wouldn't you just, like, feel free to choose whatever actually fits you? So whether you like going through baby book names or like web pages, because, well, why not? Or just like looking at random things and deciding, oh wait, this has a cool name, I'm stealing it, and it's literally just like rock, then honestly, why not? Just why not? Accepting I'm non-binary has probably been one of the most relieving choices I've made in my life, allowing me to freely express who I am without being forced into either binary gender. Don't change my mind. And honestly, I feel like at this point no one could actually change your mind, so it's more of a don't try to change their mind because it's just rude and presumptuous to know more about other people than they know about themselves, you know? But yeah, honestly, knowing for yourself is one of the best things already, because it can explain so much about you. It can explain why you felt like conflicted about a lot of things. It can explain just so many things about how you feel, and just knowing it and like having it click that, oh, I'm non-binary, that's why I feel this way, it's just honestly freeing. So no, don't try to be a dickhead and change their mind. Dressing the way I'm comfortable with and passing as cis, or dressing more mask to pass as non-binary me. God. Well, listen. With the amount of people that either don't know non-binary people exist really, or don't accept it as like a real thing really, and just think we're making this shit up. I hate to tell you this, but a lot of people will not clock you as non-binary anyways. If the goal is to confuse people about your gender, then yeah, dressing more mask will probably help, because then people will look at you and be like, is that a boy or a girl? And it's silly, of course, but you know. But at the end of the day, what matters is that you're comfortable. And yes, I know social dysphoria sucks, and just like constantly having people just like assume things about you isn't great, but listen, if you really like presenting femme, you should get to do that. Transmasc enbys calling themselves male. Well, yes, but actually no. Like, I'm a man, but I'm also not really male, but I'm a guy, so listen, unless you're someone's doctor, you don't actually get to care so much about what other people call themselves. Like, if you're a doctor and you're supposed to treat this person, then yeah, it might be important. But apart from that, why do people care so much? Like, what does it matter to you, really? What gives people feelings of power, money, status, using all pronouns so no one can misgender you? Yeah, honestly, I love the moment that I really just stopped caring, because I used to be really dysphoric when people called me like she, her, or like, honestly, if an old man calls me young lady, I will still want to punch him in the face. But you know, apart from that, I literally just stopped caring, and that itself was just incredibly freeing somehow, to just not care. So this T as in Troy. No, Gabriella. T as in trans rights. Come on, Gabriella. Pull it together. I might be very accepting of myself, and I might love myself, but that doesn't mean trans people don't deserve our support, okay? Come on, Gabriella, what are you doing? Inspirobot understands my dysphoria better than most medical professionals. Having your tits cut off should feel like getting fricked by a dream. Well, generally yes, but also not maybe immediately, because there will be pain. I mean, honestly, I got really lucky pain-wise. Kind of hurt like hell at first, and it kind of felt like really sore, and then just numb for a while, you know. But apart from that, yeah, that's more gender euphoria, I guess, because it gets rid of the dysphoria. I'm not sure. Either way, I didn't even know Inspirobot was a thing, but this does seem very accurate, and I feel like you should be able to take memes to medical professionals, but they wouldn't get it with memes. either, so maybe don't. But also, as a doctor, you don't necessarily have to, well, even as like a normal person, you don't have to perfectly understand someone else. You don't have to understand everything it is to be trans. To just accept people and just be chill and just be like, well, listen, if you say you're a guy, maybe you know more about yourself than I do after like the 3 seconds I've known you. So yeah, if you say your pronouns are he, him, I'm just gonna call you that. It's not that difficult. Binary was never an option. For some people, it really wasn't, because I feel like, I mean, trans people in general usually either like really figure it out when they're like 3 or 4, and then have really nice parents that actually like let them socially transition, you know, and then more appropriate steps as they age. But listen, for some of us, it was never an option, and a lot of us tried to fit in with the binary option we were assigned, and then either figured, no, I want the different binary option, so I'm just gonna, you know, transition. Or the binary options are absolute trash and I don't want either of them. And that's very fair. Non-binary in English. And in Spanish, I do not speak Spanish, so excuse the pronunciation, but non-binaria for feminine and non-binario for masculine. Great! Thank you. This is giving the same vibes as selling a unisex t-shirt for men. Failed the task very unsuccessfully. Like, this isn't how I felt the task successfully, y'all just messed this up. My god, non-binary people from Spanish-speaking countries, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Like, German is very gendered, but it's not this bad, so I'm sorry, my guys. Okay, wait, hang on. Wait, toilets for whales, for sharks, but I'm a whale shark, so what do I use this one? Do I use that one? Will I get weird looks in both? Yes. Probably. You probably would, because before I transitioned, I often got weird looks in women's bathrooms. Like, especially if I cut my hair short. Because I had like a classic like undercut, you know, for a while. And then I also get really weird looks in men's bathroom. So, yeah. You know, I'm sorry, little whale shark. Just either just use one of these and risk the weird looks, or try to find a unisex one. The most horrifically transphobic teen alive, secretly being an egg. Yeah, listen, I mean, it's the same thing people have said about, like, homophobic people, is that a lot of them are just secretly gay. And it just turns out to be true too many times, so why wouldn't it also be true for transphobic people? You know, because sometimes it's easier to attack the people living your dream, basically, because if you see someone who's like really out and comfortable, and you feel like you have to hide that part of yourself, of course you're gonna like lash out. Because, well, hurt people, and like angry people lash out at literally anyone, or targeted towards the people that trigger them, because they're out there living the way this person wants to live, so it just literally makes sense. Dysphoria. Me. My binder in the back about to attack. Because, yeah, that's the great thing about binders. That's the great thing about packers. That's, like, whatever, the same for, like, tucking underwear or something. For trans women, or kind of like the silicone boobs that you can, like, put in bras to fill them out if, you know, you have breast dysphoria as a trans woman. So, yeah, dysphoria can go suck it. Seriously, dysphoria is the worst. So anything you can do to kind of alleviate that is a good idea. So, I'm not saying go beat up the dysphoria, but I guess I kind of am. HRT trans transport? Gimme. Like, generally, as a trans person going, like, on a highway or something and just, like, seeing a lot of these trucks with, like, trans something is already funny, but this specific combination of H or T, transport, is just... I'm sorry, but this is our truck now. Y'all cis people can't have it anymore. It's our truck now. I don't care that we stole it. We're going to. My mom. It's cold enough to freeze your tits off out there. Me runs outside. I feel like if you weren't already out to your mother, this might be like a really cool way to come out. Or if she already knows you, like if you already came out to her, then it might still be funny, but this is as a way to come out to someone just seems funny, because then like, why did you run out like that? Well, honestly, can someone please do this as a way to come out? Unsupportive parents shooting their trans daughter. Why doesn't he talk to me anymore? Well, maybe because you're just unpleasant to be around. You know? And even if you weren't just, well, actually in this case, you're not just unpleasant to be around, you're just completely unsupportive, you're rude, you're condescending. So why would she still talk to you? You know, and the fact that you refuse to acknowledge it and just be like, no, but I'm sure he'll change your mind. Like, he's just going through a phase is ridiculous. Y'all need to stop it. And just learn to be good people in general before you have kids, please. Me, hyped for an interview for an engineering apprenticeship position. My mom telling me to run in girl mode, being told I will be one of the very few women on site, and being told that I won't be able to do the same work because it's unsafe for women and could impact fertility. Wait, I'm confused. Did you listen to your mother and actually went in girl mode, or did you just like read through like other people's experience in this field that they had as women? But either way, I mean, if they're somewhat accepting, you might still be able to come out and just like transition at work. And maybe not. Well, actually, I know a lot of people hate trans people, so safety wise, you kind of have to see if it's a good option. You know? And seriously, what is it with parents? And generally people being like, no, but you have to go in girl mode or you have to go in boy mode for this thing. Like, people will think, like, I was literally told by an ex-boss, really, that I should put, like, Miss with my last name on my name tag for, like, an event we went to, because people will not, like, people will think she's insane if she calls me a man. As if that's not the most transphobic thing you could say, basically. You know, but she said it behind closed doors where no one else was in the room, so, you know, there you go. But then again, people already did not like her. Which kind of made it better, because it really does not matter what she calls me. People generally already think she's insane. You know? Damn it. Oh, I can't sleep. Something is missing. Ah, Blaha. Much better. I mean, Blaha is canonically just trans now. Well, Blaha itself isn't trans. Blaha is just very supportive of trans people. That's why trans people love Blaha. Yeah. So honestly, being able to sleep better with someone so accepting, already yes, and also just sleeping with plushies is generally just comfortable sometimes, okay? Coming out to important and understanding people in my life? No. Wearing nail polish and programmer socks and waiting for them to figure it out themselves. Yes. I mean, listen, there are a lot of great ways to come out. I've done the classic, like, sitting in a car with someone and just being like, hey, listen, before we go in, I need to talk to you, you know? I've had people make me come out to them, you know, because I was just like asking questions, and I kind of just was caught off guard and just I had to answer honestly because I couldn't think in that moment. So anyways, you know, but then there's just like funny ways to come out, or like making a cake or something. That still seems like very cute. Just like bake a cake with your colors, like, or just like with icing on top that says "Mom, I'm gay" or something. That, but just outing yourself with jokes or waiting for people to figure it out might also be fair. Listen, however you want to come out, when you feel ready to come out, it's really up to you. Like, you can try to find funny ways. Like, if you know someone's gonna be accepting, coming up with a fun way to come out is probably a cool idea, actually. Anyways, that was all the memes I have for today. So I hope you enjoyed these trans memes and these non-binary memes and these gender memes. It just kind of makes sense to do them together, really. You know, I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you maybe feel a little bit called out by these, because I feel like if they're relatable to you, I have some news for you. If you don't know you're trans or non-binary, I think you might already know, you're just maybe not quite there to like admit it to yourself yet, but that's okay. Take your time. I'm pretty sure I have more like non-binary and trans meme videos if you want to check those out in the meantime. You know, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the memes, I hope you're hydrated, and I'll be back in a few days with my next video.